Jeff Pierce, George Tillis, nice work, guys. Let's get back to the China story and do a little bit of trading with Alan Uckman, Chief Market Strategist, BullseyeOption.com. We got big moves in China this morning, Alan. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. We saw some money flow into the Chinese equities, and that's what I was looking for. I wanted to trade BABA, but it had too big of an opening move here this morning, so I had to step back and essentially pick the FXI, which is all of the major Chinese stocks.
Okay, so the big pop here still leaves it below the recent high from the fall, so you think we're going for a fresh breakout?
Yeah, so it's a secondary chance. Now, we talked China in the spring, did well on that, had a breakout. And you could see that FXI held the support from back in May, that previous high, came back to that breakout, as markets often do, held that as support. So we've been between 30 and 35 in this ETF here for the last 2 months. In a breakout of that range sends it to 40. You're seeing that money flow into it is the indicator that I look for, the leverage long positioning using options, which is a sign of smart money, big money that I want to follow. So we've also got this being down about 20% from its October highs compared to the S&P that's been just up and away.
Yeah. All right. So a little China closing the gap trade seems like.
Yeah, and the PE on this index is 11, so there's value in it. And it's how I feel when a stock or an index is forgotten and beaten down. That's the time you want to look at it, and so it looks like a good opportunity here from a risk reward. Lean on that 30 level. I'm looking at a March 30 calls trading for about $4. It's $3 in the money. It's got 100 days of time, and like I said, I look for another leg higher in the China market. And from a personal standpoint, from the way we like to trade and play, the volatility obviously is going to increase as we get into the end of the new year, I would imagine, with the new administration, and then there's some China volatility. But that's opportunity. That means the markets will move, and then it's just our job to sort it out.
All right. What are you sorting in that process, Alan? Do you think there are any impediments to the way? So, and just to close out the China trade, buying the 30 call, and you're looking forward to get back towards at least mid-30s.
Yeah, and look for it to take out that 35 level and head to 40. I mean, they're in a bull market as we are. They've had a pause, and they're going to do what they can to push their market just as we do. So that's the path of the government support that underpins all of our markets, and we're just not going to fight that flow. So we'll look to see it. I like the risk reward here. And like I said, you've got diversity. You don't have one individual Chinese stock, even though there's a whole bunch that look really attractive. This is a good basket of them. You don't have individual stock risk, and I have options so I can sleep through any nonsense that I expect to happen in the next couple of months.
All right. And I feel like there's more likelihood of nonsense happening with China than there is here. We're on a pretty smooth course, but it seems like every time, it looks like China's be smooth sailing, some kind of storm hits.
Right. And, overall, I would still, me, I'm optimistic. I'm looking for America to kind of lead the way. And we've got the 10-year note yield, down here below 4.2, a break below 4 in the dollar, having that fake out breakout on the upside. Very much a positive for equities here in America. But, like the last guest talked, a lot of them are a little bit stretched. I'm trying to be patient and wait for some profit taking, but we're just not getting that right now. So, we've got to look elsewhere, and there's always opportunities.
All right. Like it. Nice beating down China trade, going for a stab. Thanks, Alan.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, Mr. Uckman, Chief Market Strategist, BullseyeOption.com.